All right, welcome to our signature segment, See the Stories. We will now talk about our oral health as we will later have our dentist, Rahma Landy, coming to our show. But I'd like to ask you first,
Yes.
Yani, how do you teach about oral health to your kids? Is it challenging for you?
It is challenging because children, they just don't like brushing their teeth. I don't know why. So
Neither do I. But I do on a daily basis, don't worry.
but we do. I mean, kids, they learn by doing. They learn by example. So as long as we could keep on showing them that, let's do this.
Right.
And we have to do it together.
Okay, that's toothbrushing, right? But we're gonna talk about flossing. Do you do flossing? Honestly speaking, do you do flossing?
I'm not answering your
You don't have any idea what flossing is, right?
Flossing, I know it's important, but I feel like not everyone does it, right?
Exactly. I know flashing, but I don't know flossing, right? So today we will discuss more about oral health and more in depth about how to use dental floss properly. We're going to talk about flossing, not flashing, with Dr. Rahma Landy, who is here in our studio, our very own C Morning Show host. Rahma Landy, how are you doing?
Hi guys.
It seems like 5 a.m. in the morning.
I know it's still the early morning show. Hi guys, welcome back to the same morning show. No,
No, that's different. That's different.
for a second.
Okay, right. So we're going to talk about flossing,
Yes.
right? And I have made a confession to you earlier that I never flossed my teeth.
Yes.
Is that wrong or right? Is that okay or not?
That is not okay.
That is not okay.
That is
I've
not
brushed my teeth.
No.
I've used mouthwash, and I thought that's more than enough.
That's two already.
Two already, right?
No. The more the merrier, they say, right?
The more the merrier.
So we're going to talk more about flossing.
So, right, what is flossing?
Okay, so most important thing that you need to know is flossing is important to maintain the oral health of your teeth especially, and to get rid of the bad breath that you may or have, right?
Right.
So the bottom line is flossing is you use an equipment. It's like a thread, and everybody knows that it needs to be put in between your teeth.
So every single space between your teeth?
Yes, every single space.
Okay.
So in dentistry, we call it the interdental.
So brushing your teeth is not enough to get rid of,
No,
leftovers?
it is not enough, because here, not everyone is blessed to have an aligned teeth, right? So I have the dummy here, if I may show you guys.
Right,
so if you have an aligned teeth like this one, so if you open up your mouth and it's aligned like this one, so that means you're blessed to have the aligned teeth itself, right? So this is aligned. But sometimes people, they have crowded teeth, right? So one goes a little bit to the front, one goes a little bit to the front, to the back.
Overlapping.
Overlapping and stuff like that. So those kind of position may give us, bad effect, which is the leftover of the food that we eat, and then we brush it not thoroughly, because the brittles cannot actually get into the interdental itself.
So you can't reach it.
No, it can't be reached, right? So therefore, if the left food is trapped in the interdental here, somewhere here, and then it's gonna stay there, and then that would be a huge happiness for the bacteria to eat the leftover food, and then actually
damage
turn
your
it,
teeth,
damage, and to turn it into acid, from carbohydrate to acid. And then, by times after that, then your pH inside your mouth will actually, decrease, and then you're going to start having problems.
Okay.
That is when you are going to have the demineralization, and then you're going to have that decay. Soon enough, right?
And toothache.
And toothache. So that is why it is very important for you guys to floss.
Right. So you're talking. There's an exception, right? If you have lined teeth, you don't need to floss. So if you see, you do need to floss. So if you see my teeth structure, right, and Yanni's teeth structure, which is, in our assumption is okay.
Yes.
Do we still need to floss?
You still need to floss, not flush, right? You still need to floss.
You can't run away from this. You have to do it.
You
Oh
can't.
my God! Even
Seriously, because-
teeth brushing for me at night is still challenging.
No, I'll call you when you want to go to sleep
I only say
later on.
challenging. I still do that on a nightly basis. Don't worry.
Okay, so the bottom line is when you floss, right? So you're taking out the debris that it can't be reached by the toothbrush itself from the brittles, right? So when it is taken out, of course, then it is going to maintain the whole oral health of your mouth itself. So you will have longer, better breath.
Yep.
Your age of your teeth will,
Last
slightly be
longer.
better. It will last longer.
Right.
So not only better breath, but flossing can also prevent tooth and gum diseases.
That is so true. So because of the leftover food that is actually trapped, it may cause the gum disease. So if you have the infection of the gum, which is called periodontitis, that would be another problem, right? So just imagine that just not by flossing, you can have that decay. Plus periodontitis, which is an infection in your gum, it bleeds, and then you're gonna have bad breath as well. So if I say the more the merrier is good, but not for this one, okay?
Okay.
So that's why a simple step by flossing itself may have a big impact in it.
Right. It will take only like what, 2 or 3 minutes or so, right?
No, it lasts.
Less than
Seriously.
that, yeah,
I feel like
Seriously.
it takes longer than that, right?
No. Lots of people, they don't really like to do so because they may not know the technique to do it
okay.
correctly. So sometimes, yes, it may be a little bit difficult.
Right,
But
right.
again, but if you're used to it, it's easy.
Yeah, and don't use fork to floss. Okay? So, right, apart from fork, how many types of, floss equipments or floss thread that we can use?
Okay, so if you mean by the type,
The type, yes.
there's the waxed one and unwaxed. Okay,
And-
unwaxed.
Yeah.
So usually we have the waxed one, which is more smoother. It's like a
okay.
satin-like feeling.
Is this the
That's the waxed one.
wax one?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that's the waxed one.
Probably
So
just a difference in prices, right?
a little bit,
Okay.
just a little bit, but
So I will open it
yes.
and okay.
Take it out.
Ah, right. So
Like that's not how you do it. Look at her.
It is not hygienic anymore, but it is okay.
okay.
It's not hygienic anymore.
But it is okay. But so, Rory,
Yeah.
you said that you haven't flushed.
See, he wasn't lying when he
Yeah,
said
right.
he doesn't
How can you
floss.
use this?
Okay, guys, so, okay. So the most important thing is, okay,
Oh,
so
there you
get
go.
it, and then
Okay.
you go like that.
To keep its hygiene, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you just get the amount that you need.
Oh yeah, we need to know
And
how
you?
how long it has to be.
Yeah, and then you cut it like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So you close it. And then here, this is the tricky part.
Ah.
Some of you may like to hold it with your index finger.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that, okay? So some of you may like to hold it with your middle finger and also your index finger. Something
It's so
like
beautiful how she does it, right?
Yeah.
Something like me, like
We're like
touching
Yeah,
it.
not like that. Okay. So it depends which
index finger or middle
yeah,
finger.
index
Okay.
finger or use it with middle finger.
Okay.
Okay.
So Rory, if you can help me here.
Sure.
So what you need to do when you floss, so you need to go in between teeth,
Yeah.
right? So you go like that. You can go like this, and then you floss it, something like that. Or you can go like that, okay? So you have to remember, you need to change it.
So it's not the same one for each.
Yes.
Oh,
So you need to
okay.
change it, and then change it another way, and another way. So it goes like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So again, after that, once you're done, and then you can rinse.
Oh,
That is
that's
so
it.
simple.
That's it.
That is so simple, and that's it. Because sometimes people are so confused. When do we floss? Is it before, doing your brushing or after doing your brushing? It goes either way.
Oh, okay.
We're not going to make it difficult. It goes either way. You want to do it before brushing your teeth or after brushing your teeth, that would be fine. But in our department, we would like to encourage it, before brushing your
Before
teeth.
brushing.
You floss first, and then you brush it.
To
And
perfect
then-
the cleaning. Yeah?
Then mouthwash, right?
Then do it with the mouthwash. You
mouthwash.
top it with the mouthwash, right?
Right, and you've got another type as well.
Yes.
So this one is.
I feel like this one is much more simple.
Okay,
Or
you
not.
think.
Or not.
You think. Okay, so this one, Rory and Yani, this is the thread one,
Yeah.
right? So it can be the wax one or unwaxed, okay?
Yeah.
So it's your choice.
Wax one, it will be more smooth.
More smooth.
Okay.
Yes, it's like a satin-like feeling, right? For this one, this is called the pick one, or we call it platypus.
Platypus.
Yeah,
Like toothpick.
It's like a
Toothpick,
toothpick.
yeah.
So we call it the floss pick or the platypus. So this kind of type of floss
Yep.
is when you use braces. This one helps a lot.
Okay.
Right? So when you use braces, again, it is the same, but I don't have any prototype of braces here. So you just put it in between, and then it goes like that, right? So, and why is it called a pick? Because it can actually help you, to get the debris out of the interdental itself. But do please remember that using this kind of pick like this, it is sometimes dangerous because if you can see the width of the pick itself, it is so wide. So
Okay.
that means it'll damage your gums easily. So what you need to do is, this is just for emergency use.
Okay.
Right? For the pick itself, emergency use.
You know what Yani usually does?
What?
She would sit down,
And?
read a newspaper, and does this.
No, that's not true, viewers. That's not true.
No. Rory.
No, Yani, don't do that again, okay?
Don't tell anyone.
Not true.
All right. So, what is your best advice for parents to teach their kids to do flossing? Because, it's challenging, as Yani said, right? To ask them to brush their teeth, let alone use mouthwash.
Yeah.
And now, another
Now they
burden,
have to
quote unquote, flossing.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Wait, and how early do they have to start flossing for kids?
Good. Okay. So I'll go with the second one first. How early is as soon as possible? Okay. So if you have your child, they know about the importance of cleaning their teeth. They can take responsibility already.
Yeah.
Or take commandments, and then you can start asking them to do the flossing itself because, hey, it's not easy. Even adults, they don't like to do flossing, let alone kids, right? Rory?
That's so
Hey.
accurate. That's so accurate.
So if you want to know about the range of age, so I will say around the earliest if you can do it in he's 3 or she's 3,
Ooh,
that would
okay.
be fine. But again, in reality life, it is not easy to teach little
Yeah.
kids because sometimes asking them to eat their broccolis is not easy, right? Even
That's
though they're
true.
7 or 8,
Yeah.
let alone doing flossing. So if they can take responsibilities, such as like the age of 8, 9, 10, you encourage them to do flossing.
Okay.
Okay, so
Tips and tricks, right?
Tips and tricks.
tips and tricks to
The
do
first
so.
rule, do flossing yourself first.
I was about to say
I
that
said
you
earlier,
have to make an
learning by
example.
doing, learning by
Exactly.
giving examples.
Give examples.
Yes, you have to give
Okay.
example because
right.
children will not learn, right? They need an example in the house. So
Right.
again, so if you're done with the flossing itself, sometimes there are gaps in between your teeth that is so hard to reach by the floss itself or by the bristles of the toothbrush. Therefore, we have this little baby over here.
Ah.
That looks so serious.
This is what I normally
mean,
see at dentists.
Yeah.
This is called an Explorer. Right?
Explorer,
An
without
Explorer.
Microsoft.
No, without the Dora.
Yeah.
Right?
Adora.
So this little baby here, looks like a half moon, right?
Yeah.
So this little baby here actually helps to take away what is actually left inside. If just here, we can see there is a gap in
Yeah.
between the gums, right? Of course, the floss cannot reach into the depth of the gums itself. So therefore, the Explorer goes inside and takes out the leftover food, something like that.
Right.
So again, The Explorer is a huge help if you have one and it's easy to get. So
right, you don't have to watch Dora the Explorer to get this Explorer, right?
You can have
so how can we get this, tools? Like, I see this at, like, for example, like drugstores, supermarkets, right? But what about this Explorer thing?
For Explorer, yes, it is not, you can't find it randomly in the stores, obviously. You need to go and see your dentist, and then you can buy it from the hospital or from the dentist itself. Right. But again, this little baby here, it is a huge help.
So we can buy it through her.
Yeah, we can.
Oh yeah, I'll give you a discount.
Oh my God. Doctor, dentist, presenter / saleswoman.
I was just joking, guys. But again, the most important thing is when you travel, you have to have this one, the thread one.
That's mandatory. Yeah.
Never use the thicker part because of the width, right? It'll actually damage your gums. But substitute it with an Explorer.
Right. So we're gonna, ask you more questions right after the break. I'm gonna ask you, maybe. Hang on, I forgot what I'm gonna ask. Hang on. Okay. So, sorry, I forgot. All right. So we'll continue our talk with Dr. Rahma Landy after the break. So please don't go anywhere. Stay with us. Lupa.